What's up, Aries? How you guys doing? Come on in. Let's talk about your week. All right. So I have a pre-shuffle here. I'm gonna dive in, see what is happening. You could be single, married, or divorced. It's very general. If it doesn't apply, leave it right here where it's at. But if it does, Aries, please heart the video. Likewise, I heart you guys back. Thank you so much in advance. Okay, so let's hop into it. Now, this week, the energy around you, the theme of your week is enlightenment, and it is here with this yellow color for the solar plexus, which is the chakra that activates. The best way I could put it is our determination, our will, our get up and go. Okay, so you are having some type of motivation here because you either one get a light bulb moment, like, oh, I realized something here, or either you get some type of knowledge. Okay, when you are enlightened by something, either you actually receive some type of knowledge that gives you the enlightenment, or either you experience something that makes you feel enlightened, you know. Now on the bottom we do have service here, and this is with the sacral chakra, which is the chakra of creativity. So whatever you do for work, whatever you do as a hobby, whatever you're creating, putting out here, especially when it comes to other people, because we have service. So this could be servicing your community, this could be servicing um, on your job, you know, whether it's a community or not. It's the work that you do, but it is definitely connected to, I feel like, I'm hearing like social worker. I'm also hearing, um, what's the other word I'm thinking about? But think humanitarian. You could work in a nursing home, you could work with the elderly, um, but it's like giving back. Okay, so whatever you do, even if it is your job, it's like the type of job you have gives back. Okay, you know, working at a shelter, anything where you do something for other people, whether it's for work or whether it's, you know, because it's something you have a passion to do, you get some type of enlightenment. Okay, you get some type of enlightenment. I feel like it's more of a push. All right, I feel like it's seeing something from a bigger perspective, you know. um Whatever it involves, though, it whatever the enlightenment is, it definitely makes you happy. It makes you full of joy. It makes you want to get out here and do something new, maybe take a risk, move forward. Because when I clarify this, and I normally don't show this, this is for my own, you know, pre-shuffle, so I don't make the video long, but I have three major arcanas here for this enlightenment situation, Aries, for you this week. So the sun is here, Leo. Aquarius is here with the Fool card, and the Chariot is here with Cancer. Okay, so you are definitely feeling bold and confident, happy to take a risk. It's giving a new day. Look at the suns, okay? And even here, it's like riding off into the sun. I definitely feel like, and I'm going to say this too because the High Priestess is on the bottom, and then your card is next. This is spiritual guidance, intuition, being spiritually led, spiritually protected. I definitely feel like your guardian angel, if that's, you know, if you subscribe to the term, whatever you believe in as far as your spirituality, if you believe that there is, you know, a higher energy, a higher frequency, a higher power that is here for you and has your back, I feel like that energy is pushing you. Okay, you got the three green flags here. Like, go. This is definitely take a bet on yourself. Move forward. Some of you may need to relocate. Hop on that motorcycle and get the pushing. Okay. So that's why I said some of this enlightenment could just be, you know, you receiving some information that is able to help you get out of some type of a stuck place, or it's either not information you receive, but something you experience. So you could have a conversation, and I'm just throwing this out as an example. You could have a conversation with like an elder or a wiser person, and they give you some very good wisdom, some very good knowledge, something you ain't thought about before that changes your whole perspective. And it's like, oh, you know what? Like, it changes everything for you, where you may, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Not saying you don't, I'm just saying in general, it could be that type of information. Okay, it could be wisdom, it could be intuition, it could be spiritually led. Even if an elder says this, I still would feel like it's a spiritual message, even if it's from a person. Okay, you have the higher ups, the higher energy pushing you forward, got your back. Now the energy you are coming out in is in the Six of Swords. So it looks like you are you understand the assignment, because you are definitely reaching, making some moves here to find your peace. That's what the Six of Swords is. It's leaving behind the bullshit, going towards your peace, your happiness. Okay. So I feel like you definitely are embodying peace. You may have someone come and help you. It's two people here. So you may have somebody come and help you, could be spiritual or physical, to, find your peace, to move forward. Okay, because something is over here. With the world being here, something is definitely over. And we have all of the fixed signs here, which would be every sign on here except Taurus. We have Aquarius, we have Leo, and we have Scorpio. Okay. Do we have Scorpio? No, I take that back. We don't have Scorpio. I saw Scorpio energy somewhere though. I definitely did. Maybe it was in my pre-shuffle. I definitely saw Scorpio energy. Yeah, probably during my pre-shuffle, no lies. But yeah, we definitely had the Cancer here. Leo is here, and the Aquarius is here. And I'm mentioning the signs only because if you know anything about astrology, you know that Leo and Aquarius are sister signs, meaning they are actually opposite, but at the same time they are the same. They are both they both have like the same attitude, very bold, very confident attitude, but one kind of shines bright with it and the other one just kind of like makes their moves. They just kind of go and do it. And Aquarius is a very intellectual people. So this is a smart risk. This isn't like I'm gonna just get out here and wing it. So you stepping into that energy, you being happy, you going out, finding your peace, your happiness, your joy, taking a bet to do something new. I definitely feel like some of you are going to be moving soon. Whether you move your address or move your job, there's going to be a move. All right. Okay. Because I'm seeing two cards of moving. There's going to be some moving here. But you definitely realize something here as well. With the Six of Swords and this Ace, that's deception. So you're moving away from liars, deceptiveness, energy, even if you were deceiving yourself. Welcome back to TarotSaytions. I am Saida, and we are getting ready to get into the deep dive for your weekly reading. But I wanted to take out this time to do my official introduction and welcoming to everyone. So if you're new here, thank you for tuning in. I'm sure that you are here for a reason, and I hope that you definitely get what you came for. Okay, babes. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you feel led to. To all of my family, my subscribers, big shout out to you guys. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Seriously, okay. Thank you. Giving it back right to you. And, to all of you, thank you so much. So let's go ahead and hop into the deep dive. I don't want to hold you. All right. But make sure you guys definitely like this video and, send it to somebody you feel may need it as well. So we already know, Aries, that this week you're going to be having the enlightenment energy on you, around you. Okay. You're going to be experiencing some type of enlightenment through the work, the hobbies, the connections that you have. Okay. But let's go ahead and clarify the Six of Swords because you are definitely in this energy of, I'm at peace right now is what I'm getting from this. I'm at peace. Okay. So let's clarify. I am seeing the Lovers popping right out. So a Gemini could be significant, but I feel like you definitely moved away from a situation where you were an option or you didn't know which option to choose. Take it as it applies. But the Lovers is an energy where somebody's heart is in two different places. And maybe somebody didn't know how to make a decision here. But it definitely involves a connection here. So you can be single, but if you're dating, this applies. And obviously, if you're in a relationship or married, it applies. But if you're single and you have nobody, I wouldn't necessarily say this applies to you unless you have recently came out of a connection. But even in the past, okay, just to, include, if this is for you, Aries, and you haven't been with a person or been in a connection for a while, maybe your last connection still was a situation where somebody was unsure of committing solely to one person. Okay, now a Virgo could be significant as well because we do have the Hermit here. But that's the energy of isolation. So that was some isolation or even maybe some ghosting here between you and someone. And I feel like you moved on. You moved on. Okay. It's like I don't need this. And I feel like maybe say if they got to acting funny or they didn't know what they wanted to do, you ghost them because this is on the top and this is on the bottom. So you ghost somebody who was breadcrumbing you, or you ghost them because you want to renew, get back to you, pour into your own cup. Like, you know what, I don't have time for your shit and I'm getting ready to focus on me, get my life back on track, renew my energy. So it could also be that type of energy, but I definitely see you trying to come back to where you bring the focus back to you. I'm seeing that. And I feel like I said earlier that you were being spiritually guided and led to do so. It's like a huge push forward. So it's no doubt about it that you going to be in this energy. Now, this is a timeless reading, and you may be sitting like, what? No, I'm not feeling that way at all. It won't be long, okay? Especially if you've been through a situation, like I said, where you felt like you weren't a priority, or, and this could, I would slightly say maybe this could be a job for some of you, but we're talking about the service that you've done or put in. And this service doesn't have to be work. As I said, it could be humanitarian work, it could be volunteer work. It also could be the work you put into a connection, okay? It could be where somebody is in a connection, uh, a relationship, an actual intimate relationship, and they feel more obligated than love. It's like, I do this because I feel obligated to, because of title or status, not because of the love I have for you and me wanting to sacrifice and do things for you. Okay, so take it as it applies. All right, so let's see. What is this service, though? I do want to clarify the service because I am kind of just getting this. This is your reading for the most part. Okay, so the service, there was something deceptive about the service. Now that's interesting here. On the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. So maybe the service is what you was doing for people, maybe going out your way, maybe people were taking you for granted. This could be friends, co-workers, family, a lover, a spouse, children, whoever, a bestie. But these are people that you care about. And somebody kind of, was, I'm going to say there was a deceptive dynamic, some type of deceptive situation. Okay, and Ace of Pentacles is here. So maybe somebody tried to start something new here. Maybe there was even somebody tried to start something new where there was it's a family involved here somewhere is what I'm picking up on too. Maybe somebody lied about a family or lied about who they were working with or who they were spending time with. It's something that I'm picking up with that. But I don't want to go too deep. If you need a personal reading, the information is below in the description, Aries. But I just definitely see that you were trying to have a new beginning here with some people you cared about or someone you cared about. And I feel like they really was snaky or something about the situation was snaky. So it's like I said, it's either it's the work you put in regardless. It's whatever you are creating or whatever you were trying to create. Is what fell through and what you have moved past. Now, some of you dealt with another fire sign, or some of you dealt with somebody who was non-committal as well. But I definitely see, like I said, with this gratitude here, somebody could be expecting. And even with all of these sun cards I'm seeing with this new beginning, even with this child I'm seeing, and the sun is youthful energy. And even in this enlightenment card, there's a child in the sun. Okay, so somebody could definitely be expecting the sun. All right, somebody could find out they are pregnant, or somebody could be finding out the gender. I feel like you would be having a son. I mean, you could be having a son or a daughter, but if it hits for you specifically, somebody's definitely having a son. Okay. Somebody also could be having a Leo or an Aquarius as well. All right, so take it as it applies, but overall, that is simply your reading. I just see you definitely seeing something in a new perspective and moving into a more peaceful state of mind, peaceful environment. All right, so what would be best for you? What's in support of you for Aries? Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have courage popping out. You need to have some courage. All right, it says, I have the strength to deal with any challenge today brings. I am courageous when others are afraid. So you may have to do something that other people are afraid to do this week. Maybe that's when this enlightenment comes in. Maybe that's when, whatever the service is, whatever you've been doing, you get that enlightenment here because you have the courage to do something. Okay, I feel like it opens up some type of new door. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some spiritual advice. No, first, because even before I did it, I want to see how this could be playing out for you guys. Okay, really fast, the blues popped out. We got scared, heavy emotions, and mental distress. All right, and on the bottom, we have supersize me, doing too much excessive overindulgence. All right, so somebody is definitely feeling the blues because somebody just did the most, doing way too much here. Okay, looks like somebody I was gonna say that was a straw that broke the camel's back. We have laughter coming out, happiness, joy, and healing, and we also have reading up and doing the research, learning more, and gaining insight. So I feel like you guys definitely are taking a bet, taking a risk to do something, gain more information, maybe go back to school, do something that brings you a lot of happiness. This could be like you are doing some work too, and you could be doing it as a hobby or volunteering, and then you find out I really enjoy what I do. I have a passion for this, and you may decide to go back to school. Others of you, I feel like you are so happy right now, Aries, that whoever you are no longer dealing with, they are definitely trying to find out what you got going on, or they see what you got going on, and they're just trying to get all the information they can get. Yeah, SOS. Yeah, somebody is worried, but don't you worry, Aries. Yeah, as I was saying, no need for you to worry, Aries. Okay, so if you are, you can go ahead and release that. Calm. Remain calm. All right, so I'm going to get one card for spiritual advice for you. Gratitude. Y'all, we've been talking about gratitude. Okay? So, spirit is, yeah, down on that. Use your wisdom. Gratitude. So it says, I am great. No, let's start before we get into the affirmation. It says, the angels want you to remember, if you just pause and think for a moment, you might just recognize that you have so much to be grateful for, no matter how small these positive things might seem. So the affirmation is, I am grateful for many things in my life that bring me joy and comfort. Gratitude. I definitely feel like you guys are going to be realizing something special about the role that you play or the work that you do or how much you mean to somebody. I feel like maybe you didn't know this before, Aries, and I feel like if you knew, maybe you took it for granted, or maybe some of you had no idea. But whatever brings this to your attention this week is definitely going to make you feel good. I think it's going to make you feel appreciated. I think it's going to help you get past any obstacles that you may have been kind of still trying to, push through from in the past. So definitely have the courage. And once you take that step, that leap of faith to do whatever it is that you need to do, you won't regret it. Okay. So I'm going to leave that here. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Sending you light, little positive vibes and much abundance and prosperity to you, Aries, as always. Until next time, love you. Bye.